It all started in Curlew Lake, Washington. Tom and Melissa Rose invited me to their beautiful property to carve on a big pine. Sheared off 30 feet from the base by a microburst, a full 80 feet of ponderosa pine fell into a depression known as a kettle. The camp, like the chopping, was most unusual by design. I worked on the tree for over a month, but I was unable to get her light enough to pull off of the hill in time for barter fair. The universe answered with the little pine. This one was only about 16 feet long and not quite as wide as the big pine. Dave Kahns donated the tree at the last minute and suggested we lighten her with a chainsaw. This made it much easier to move as we had to load her in his big truck. I had to make big cuts, starting with pointing the ends. Slabbing the bottom is the next step, and then we flip it over and slab the top as well. This is how he actually dumped her off for me at the Okanagan Family Fair, otherwise known as barter fair. 10,000 people gather for a long, beautiful weekend in the mountains of eastern Washington. They do this every fall and sometimes in the spring. With the help of my head woodchuck and many others, we proceeded to make a mess. We actually got a little depth. After the fair, I had to chop elsewhere. We went back to Curlew Lake Canoe Camp, landing a little roughly at a slightly higher vantage point. We were now above the kettle and above the big pine. The plan was to chop until it snowed. Upon my return, we brought the little pine to Eagle Creek Raceway in the nearby town of Republic. Just another canoe camp. I proceeded to make a mess. Let's do the virtual tour. We had a great weekend. Had a big race here yesterday. Had a lot of kids chopping on this thing all day. And today I've been getting down and dirty a little bit and moving a little bit more wood than the kids do. But we're making major progress here. Basically inside the canoe is where I worked a little bit on the outside with the kids and on my own. But today has been all the inside, and let's take a look and see what we got here, shall we? Going bow to stern, of course. But this is what she's looking like right now. got a wonderful look. She's going to be quite a bit wider than she is even right now, but I'm just starting to dig into the sides. And but it's looking pretty good. We got a lot more room in here. I can sit in all 3 seats now. There you go. Looking out from the stern. And as you can see, both feet are well inside the canoe now. And but we're gonna move out to the sides a bit more. We got a couple inches on either side that I can scoop out, so I will. All the campers are gone. There were a whole bunch of them over here yesterday. They're all gone. Everybody's cleared out. I'm just hoping they don't take the porta pots. Just me and my canoe. My back's killing me. I may not do much more today, so. But we're making progress. We're making, the chips don't lie, people. The chips don't lie. I'm enjoying my first coffee of camp in my fine mug that I got at the winery at China Bend. And I needed this because I have some fine coffee in here. Yes, this is extremely strong, and it is extremely fabulous. She's looking good. I have a feeling I'm going to work the outside a bit today. I want to define her lines a little bit better outside before I do any more on the inside. So we'll be doing that down here at the bow too. Might as well take the tour here. We're not doing the virtual tour, we're doing the walk around. But I like her look. I like her lines already. They're by no means finished lines, and this bow is going to pull in. It's not going to look like this at all, but it's going to look like a magnificent canoe. That's what it is, because she is a magnificent canoe. And there's the racetrack behind us, of course. We're going to get her done today, boy. It's chop time. This is amazing. Look what I've uncovered. This is what was sticking out. I thought it was just a piece of wire or something. It's a chain link. My tree has a built-in bow line mount, and we are going to use that. You can't deny that. That is beautiful. It's solid in there. I'm going to work around it. And this is beautiful. She's got her own bow line mount. It's on one side, and I might put one on the other. We'll see. But that's what she's got, and we're going to work with that. That's beautiful. You can't deny that. This tree has a story, and she's telling us something here. Canoe, you got some magic in you. You're going to have a name one of these days. You sexy canoe. Look at you. Well, I'm really liking her lines. I really defined them more all around the canoe. Put the line down the side. It's going to be the lip underneath the top of the gunnels to throw the waves away from the canoe, which I find to be helpful. Okay, I got to deal with that's my background music while I chop. I have a new product here I'm going to try out. This is a spray-on rubber coating. It's supposed to be waterproof. The sides have held up very well, and the bottom hasn't checked at all. It's only doing it on the ends, and so I'm going to spray the ends, and we're going to try and seal it up. But look how nice and flat, man. I mean, this is a beautiful canoe. I like the lines a lot. Look at this. This is one of the giant critters that eats canoes. I know this because I've met them before.
They're in my canoe. They are absolutely in my canoe. And yeah, there's no shade. You're there for everyone to see, you ugly critter. You eat canoes. You need to go get off my canoe. That's it. Get off. Be lucky if I don't step on you. But that's actually phone line from back in the day. The story gets deeper. Phone lines. Now we know. On three. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Woo! She must be losing weight. It's not perfect. It's not finished on the bottom. I wish it could be. I'm running out of time to work on this thing though. In this present spot. Because Barter Fair is in, well, I gotta be there in 3 days. So, and I don't have a ride. Yeah, she's actually getting a nice canoe shape now. Can't deny that. Look at that. Beautiful. Here's a little shot of camp in the morning. Sun's coming over the hill. The free shop is right here. Most of the shops are closed up tight. Not all of them. Some of them go all night. But there's a good idea how big this fair is. Just look around you. Gary Eagle has made a proper wedge, and we've got the head on there good, and now we can get ready to get chopping. Nice.
This is a bit of a process.
Yeah, isn't it? It's the one thing that it teaches people, and what I really like that it teaches the kids, is patience. Right now we're still looking to see if I can get on board one of these rigs that's going to leave yet. There's still a lot of people here, so let's see what I can do. That's what's left of the fair. Right there. And looks like there's a high possibility that the little pine is going in the shelter right beyond the fine facilities over here. She's looking good though. She's looking real good. There's a lot more room in here than there was. A lot more. Might as well go down and give you the virtual tour.
I'm going to go over to the kitchen and see what they got. Over stuff back.
Well, the little pine's doing great. It's taken me a while here, but little by little, with these rollers, I'm getting her over towards her new home for the winter. This is slow going, but I'm getting it done. Just me and a lever and a couple of rollers. Just like this. And move the last roller up to the front and keep it up on the rollers. And little by little, you'll get where you gotta go. Well, the chips are flying this morning. We're opening up the stern here. I'm pushing out, pushing down, and pushing in back here. Slow going, but here we go.
have to mark this spot. That's where the insulator comes in, and I hit it today. I chipped my ads again, twice on this canoe already. Imagine that. She's got a great sound to her, and I think you're going to notice it right away. This gunnel already is making a good resonance. I have to open the gunnels. I just want to see her lines. She wants to show me now, and I know what they are, but I'm bringing them out for everybody to see now. And you're going to see what a beautiful canoe she is. This is how you do it. And watch this shape take form, man. Let me tell you. She's a beauty. She is a beauty. Giving her a sleeker line, and I've been working entirely with the ads so far today, and she's done a wonderful job, and you can tell how smooth you can get it with the ads. But now it's time for the scorp, and we're gonna give this little bad boy a try. And it's got a nice new edge that Larry put on it, and I'm gonna attack these gunnels, and we're gonna make her purty. Check this out. Well, my hand's going numb again, and the weather is looking like it's moving in, so it's a good time to go ahead and show you what we've been doing. I'm getting a lot of stuff done on the bow here, though, man. I'm bringing her in, making her lighter, getting rid of the huge hump that was on her starboard side. It's no longer there, up top there, or on the bottom for that matter, and brought it in quite a bit. Now I'm working on the port side here, bringing that in to match it, and making some good progress here. This is finishing lines on the outside and the bow. I'm kind of excited about it. Let's see if we can capture this great moment in Canoe Camp. Well, my back is very unhappy with me right now. I'm in a little too much pain to keep going right now. All right, the adze head came off. I had to soak it and cram a few more wood chips in it and see if I can make it work. She's looking really good, and she screamed at me from across the way, and it come flipper. So we're going to take a look at the bottom again. We've been working on the ends here, and I'm sure I'll continue to do that, but we're going to do it from the other angle. And all in all, kind of looking like a canoe, don't you think? There's the camp shot. Ching. I gotta tell you, I'm not looking forward to this. This is where the pain comes. 2 knots.
I'm just standing here looking at her, and I'm telling you, we got a fine looking canoe here. We're getting into finish lines here, and we're getting a couple of thin spots in the canoe already. But I'm still opening up the gunnels and bringing them down. And now I'm going to bring this in over here. And it's screaming at me right now. We're getting very close. Look at her. Look at her. Just imagine those chips are water, huh? Uh-oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is going to be a very special canoe, folks. And she will tell me her name, by God. Looks easy, don't it? See that? Yeah, it just bounces right off it. We're losing weight, but we're getting all this slop out of here, and she's had these marks on her, and we're just taking them out and smoothing her out with this beautiful tool here, the Scorp. Going on in the bow here. Outstanding. She's coming along nicely. Just sitting on her own bottom. She hasn't done that in a long time. I don't know if she ever has, actually. Sign of the times, folks. Look at this. I'm in line here. Times are hard. Love one another. Take care of one another. Well, the kids are coming this morning finally to Tenasca Canoe Camp, and I'm looking forward to it. They should be here any minute. Here come the kids right now. There they are. We got weather coming in too, but this is a good day to chop, and looks like about 20, maybe 30 kids coming. Looking good. Canoe. Love it's here. This is one of my border fair choppers right here. Look at this. The chips are flying.
It's hard. Mom could probably get it.
Winter is here. Ephraim's buddy Quill ran into me earlier this morning, and he's offered his shop to me to finish this, and I'm likely to take that sooner rather than later. I'll take it to his shop and then bring it back here and display it for the holidays. So
I got crazy with the grinder for the second day here, and we're gonna take a peek inside.
I was going to show you. There you go. You got a slushy, Slurpee, whatever you call them. I don't drink that crap, but you know, there you go. Just like so. Kind of like we do on the river. This is why I don't paddle this time of year, folks. It's Thanksgiving, and I'm spending the whole day with my girl, because I'm very thankful for this little tree. She's turned into a beautiful canoe, and it's time to really get down to the nitty-gritty and show you what I'm talking about. Well, these horses, the creation of Quill Hyde, the gentleman who has loaned his spot for Little Pine. These horses brought us all together. These horses have been to 3 Burning Mans so far, that's my understanding. And now they have a new job to do, Guardians of the Canoe. Yes, don't mess with these bad boys. They breathe fire. Did I mention that? Crazy. Gonna go to Winterfest, you might as well go in style. Perfect.
Lots of chestnuts, we have 10 minutes up. You don't hear the audience.
But I'm just moving as much wood as I can, trying to get the weight out of it quickly, and beat these knots down, then I'll smooth them out with the grinder. It's hard chopping, folks, let me tell you. But you can see we're still losing weight. So It's not a bad thing. I can't believe it. I broke my adze. Unreal. The other adze needed to soak, so I broke out the scorp. And she's taken to it nicely. Decided to go ahead and tarp her since it's starting to snow. The tarp kept her nice, and it's interesting. It does look like she might have blued that quickly, but I think it looks fabulous on her. And this canoe is just beautiful. And I'm sorry, I just had to say so. Look at you, you sexy canoe.
Oh!
The adze is tweaking my my chopper's wrist. You can see that bug there. Well, to his right is that lump that you get from chopping, and it's hurting in there right now. She's sparkling in the frost. Look at this. Well, she cleaned up pretty nice. This is the insulator, and I got her smoothed out. Anyway, that's really good news. The insulator is in fact going to be okay, and I think it's great. It's just another part of her story. The virtual tour. We are almost there. Crazy Mary, you are one sexy canoe. Look at you. Well, it's snowing again in Canoe Camp. We're in Tonasket, of course. Tonasket Canoe Camp. And the classic shot of the canoe here is right there. Looking at some options, and I believe I'm actually having a paddle holder in this canoe, which I really like to have, and I think I've figured out how to do it properly. And we're going to keep the seat posts, and the ribs are almost finished. I still want to drill through them. But we do have the toilet seat right here, and a fabulous design, I might add. That's something I'm proud of. And what I'm going to do is dig down in here and have a small rail here to tie down to as well, and figure out how I'm going to do the stern line as high up as possible. I'm probably going to drill right in here and just have it come out right there. And I am a big fan of stern lines, and there's a good reason. They're functional. Especially if you're solo canoeing, they're almost, I would say, necessary. You need one line or another for sure, but if you go upriver at all, especially if you're on your own, you need two lines. That's it. Gotta have it. Just my personal opinion. And my other personal opinion, look at this. Crazy Mary, you got a sexy canoe. Look at you! Oh! Well, I used more tools today than I have in any one day ever working on a canoe. But I gave her a good coat, and we got inside today. I made a paddle holder. It is finished. Quill had a wonderful disc that I need to get, but it fit my grinder, and it did beautiful work here. And I dug a groove. That's for the blade of the paddle. You can see the indent where it goes. It slides in, it goes across here, and the handle goes right up in here. It's indented. So it tucks up out of the way. You have a beautiful paddle holder to have an emergency paddle. I started working on the seats. I'm evening out the edges here on both sides, and I have to do the others yet. And we're gonna make them nice. And I got down here in the bow today, and as you can see, we got down dirty, and I'm getting in behind it, behind this here and under it, and right in front of that, behind the wolf head, there's going to be a hole for a mast, and there'll be a drain coming out the bottom, and this will be a nice tie-down bar as well. But it'll be double function as a holder for the mast, should you want to sail. She's looking really good. She likes the varnish. As you can tell, she's still drinking it rather well. We had the same thing going on with the stern, with the cracks. These have been there, and I'm trying to take care of them right now. They've gotten a little worse than I wanted them to, and that's because under circumstances beyond my control, I had to leave the canoe for longer than I wanted to. Here we go. I'm going to try and rock Crazy Mary and get her to flip for me. I need to be able to do this, and I think I can. I think I can. All right, ready? Ready, Crazy Mary? 1, 2, 1. There we go. Atta girl. Oh, that wasn't so hard. Come on. Hey. Up. Too soon, church. All the way. All the way. There you go. Atta girl. Look at that. Oh, shit. Ow. I gotta use the lever. I don't have a choice. I gotta use this. She's gotta slide on this gunnel, though. She's gotta do it. Come on, Mary. Come on, Mary. There you go. Atta girl. We're up. We're on it. We're on it. Oh yeah. All right, now let's. There we go. One more straight. There we go. Good to go. The lever is the way to go. I really hurt my back just now. Oh man. Oh, canoe. We've been through a lot. You look good, girl. Sexy canoe. Look at you.
the virtual tour. We're so close to done here, folks. I'm loving it. See what you think. The canoe's getting there. We're so close to done, guys. And just a little over 2 weeks until I put her in. I worked on the seat posts, trimming them out a little bit, trying to get them the same width, and starting to bring them down and get them even, and digging out under them like I've been doing. This section has the paddle holder as well. And I've dug that out a little bit more, and it should be adaptable to just about any paddle you put in there. Got in nicely around the insulator here, and I'm going to finish that end a little bit better, and still have a little bit to do on these knots, but not a whole lot, no pun intended. I got into the bow today. It's going to have options, either a single mast or a cross mast, which I like on the dugouts. God, you're a sexy canoe. Look at you.